Good morning and welcome to real-time watercolor painting today. So I got these three things going on. This one here is this photograph there that's been, I was thinking that's a good thing to start with. It's with that brush, checking out the different, I did go outside yesterday, brought all my art supplies, but did not manage to paint anything. So thank goodness I painted in the morning, or it would have been another of those rare days of no draw paint daily. So anyway, I'm going to take this brush, which is the Treacle #1, and I'm going to start with this very time-consuming thing we're doing, which is trying to add complication and details to the trees there. So let's just jump right in and let's see. So we're getting different shades of green. My idea is if we don't have the same green all over the place here, we get clumps of different types of greens, then eventually it'll look like it has depth and circumstance. And it'd be good. This area is looking great. I mean, it'd be good if we had like the one thing I don't like about this area is it doesn't really look rounded. It always looked a little bit like I cut out a piece of paper and stuck it there. But anyway, I do like the water down here. Anyone who sees this says, "Wow, fantastic!" But for me, I see it and I say, where is the depth here? Does that really look farther away than that? And anyway, so we're going to hit the a green area, and now I'm going to take some blue here to just get a different kind of green. So there you go. And now let's just start hitting this. We're doing this where you can't really tell what the heck's going on in there. I always meant to like take a picture of this thing and then boost the exposure, and then this would get very light and you could see what the heck's actually happening back there, but I never did that, so whatever. Anyway, I'm just gonna start, I guess, right here. We're just gonna put some dots in. It's I don't really like the way those look, but that's the great thing about such a subtle nuance. It doesn't really matter. It's going to be hard to mess it up. Here we have a big area that's the same tone, which I'm sort of thinking that we don't want any big areas with the same tone, so we break it up with these little dots, and you can see a lot of little dots in there, and I think that we're headed in the right direction. So where else? This looks good down here to put some dots, and I really don't want the same tone of the same value of green in a lot of places, both near and far, because technically speaking, dots down here are going to appear the same distance from the viewer as way up here, which is not going to help us with depth. Hey, thanks a lot for the positivity in the comments for these three folks who have left a comment. Much appreciated. So here's some violet. I'm gonna mix some violet with the green just to get a different green value. And let's just put a few here. This area, I mean, it's like greenery up here and rocks down there. So I guess we could probably go right here. And a little bit right here. looks fantastic. My idea is, I mean, if we get this kind of complexity throughout, you know, all the green spaces in this thing, then it'll look good. I don't know. Hope so. Here, this is almost a fluorescent blue here. I think it's called French ultramarine, but I'm gonna mix that into this our green thing happening here. And let's get a different green here. That is a pretty strong-minded green. We gotta be careful where we put that because it might look a little unreal. So maybe we just try a little bit right here. And then these here we got, it almost looks like we have created a line there, which is not exactly what I would be looking for, so blot that up. Anyway, we're trying to get warmed up. You know, I've not painted for 24 hours, so it's really a good idea to, you know, do some paintbrush calisthenics and to change that green up a little more. And so that's what we're attempting to do right now is paintbrush calisthenics. So just get in the zone, because what we really gotta do is this thing, which is that. If anyone was around a few days ago, we started painting that from Life Outdoors, and that's a $2 sheet of paper right there. So we better get the best result we can. So all right, just a few more dots, and then we're gonna jump into the serious business. You know, I started this just on a whim or inspiration. I put this, you know, tape. I got this tape here, which is for, I don't know, I hardly ever use it. So let me just, you know, put something there. And the tape, I really regret it. Because, I mean, what the heck is this tape up here? I thought about, like, doing, this is not a good place for that. I'm going to dilute that. We don't want this kind of detail way up here. Let me put a little right there. That is bad. Well, maybe it's okay. I don't know. Anyway, hey, well, thanks a lot for the positivity, Mr. Jordan. Oh, yes, I can show you how to draw. So I gotta figure out how to quote a comment, and you know, you get a notification that I'm gonna do a video showing you how to draw. But oh wow, a message held for review. Let's see what it is. I don't see anything wrong with that. It says much. Oh, someone said I love it so much, and then they said much, and that was held for review. Come on. Okay. Wow, look at all those comments. You guys are great. I super appreciate it. And boom, 2 thumbs up. Okay, let's move on to another, where's the other thing? Okay, we're doing this photograph here. Let's just see about that. We're gonna go jump into a bigger brush. And where did I put the brushes? I guess they're here. Okay. Let's I'll go with a big brush, which is 14. So what are we doing here? what we want to do is develop this area. This color here, I mean, is really, I mean, I like it. It's okay because it definitely looks like this is closer to the viewer than this or anything up here, but it's it's a weird color, not the right color, not the right shape. Actually, there's some red, you know, a little bit of red kind of color right there, so I'm gonna try to a nod to the red. So here we got some red, and where do we want to do that? I guess we want like a kind of a you know, a red leaning yellow ochre kind of thing. So here's some yellow ochre. And then this is kind of like, I mean, it's this color here. It is, or no, this one here. This is a green leaning burnt umber. So I think that'll be a good addition. And that's looking good. Let me see if we got the, here's the Chibi Cat tester. That looks good. I don't know. It doesn't look like a color match, but it looks like a good color to add to right there. Let's see if that can do something for us. Like right here. Oh boy, who doesn't love being able to paint some bold strokes, right? Okay, looks good. Maybe a little hint right here because it's the same kind of thing happening there. And I guess we could just kind of make a line there. Okay, that's an ugly line, but whatever. Next, we need a shadow here. Let's try to get the shadow. Yeah, I could do with a shadow. Get that same red coral thing we just attempted, and I got a gray in there. So we're taking the same. We got like an extension of the same color, and let's see if we can just come here and say we are that little area right here. Looks okay. Looks pretty nice. And now right here, I mean, what I think decided that is like seaweed on top of rocks, and that's why it's got the green hue. I don't have any other explanation for why there'd be a green hue there. So here, let's just take the same color and have some green there. And now, so we got that gray and we got some green in there, and let's just come here and see if we can't just say hi. We are the seaweed covered rocks. That looks good. Look at that. So we got a very similar tone. We got a green lean, and up here there's more of a red lean. Now I'm going to take the same color, add red. That looks good. This is a kind of a bright red, so let's see if there's anywhere. I guess down here we can have some of that. So there, and then I'm going to go lighter with that tone to go up here. And now we'll just get a more profound red right here. Looks good, and maybe a dot right there. Okay, that's looking nice. That looks great. If only I could paint like that, you know, like on purpose. All right, here I want to go see, this is pretty dark. Up here is pretty dark. I want to start saying hi on these pretty dark areas. So let's try to get ourselves, I'm going to use this, we had this green we had working, which I guess was a combination of this and I forgot what else we put in that green, but we are headed towards a dark color. Let's put some violet in there, because we're looking, really what we want here is a warm dark, because this these areas are closer to the viewer than anything up there. So a warm dark gray should say, hi, I'm closer than a cool dark gray. And I don't like that at all, but let's see if we can move that into a color we do like. Well, that looks pretty good. All right, so that's the thing with the green. This is thanks to, I don't know where that paper is. Anyway, this paper is called, oh, it's right here. This is a budget-priced cotton watercolor paper, and that is why I would suspect that we have this. If you see right here, the way that is behaving, I think that is why it looks weird like that. That's just, if you get a little too much water on a budget paper, that is the kind of effect you get. It doesn't bother me. I mean, we're going to paint over that anyway. So where we were trying to get more dark here and here, this in this spot, and so let's just give it a shot here. And there, a couple of things there look good. And up here, we need a dark right there, and this I'm going to dilute that because being farther away, we want that to be more of a gray. And that does not look good, but who knows, maybe it'll be all right. And now I'm going to try to lift some of that off. Okay, it's lifted. And here, just trying to get a couple little things there that say, hi, I'm distant details. And yeah, that's quite a puddle I got there, but I think it's going to dry no problem. And now here I left this white because this rock is in front, and having that white there is going to be a big help. This I'd like to kind of soften this line. I think I'll leave a little sliver there. Okay, so there we sort of are saying, hey, we're way back there. And what is actually happening here? So one of the, I mean, I guess that's like trees up there. So why don't we just try to hit that with some green. And I guess that would have been good if we would have done some green in the initial stage, because something like this would look a lot better fuzzy. All right, that looks dumb, but I'm gonna kind of blend it here to try to get the distant tree look. And then this, it actually comes out here. Okay. And then this top edge, I want to get that a whole lot softer. Maybe fill it in up here. And that looks good, but I'm gonna, as soon as that gets a little dry, I'm gonna take a very damp brush and go over that to have it, you know, look a little softer. And meanwhile, I'm gonna just take this gray and sort of try to bring a bottom. So what this is some, you know, trees and a little area which sticks out into the ocean. So, and underneath it is white-ish. So here, now I'm going to take green again and sort of reinforce that this is in front and there's some trees. So that's okay, that's looking okay. I didn't even notice that this was some trees way over there in this area. And so here, distant trees. Who would have thought? Okay, now I'm gonna go very light, and I'm gonna say I were distant trees, super distant. And now I think is the time to kind of soften this top edge. And I don't know if it's really getting soft. It maybe is. That is not really getting soft, but let's see if we can just blot that up. Okay. All right, that looks pretty good for distant trees, I guess. Not really, not that great. Okay. See if we can blend this down. And I don't like that at all. I guess it looks, I mean, in a way it looks fantastic, so why don't we just leave it? All right. Maybe that's the best part of the painting, I don't know. Try to go a little wider here because then the green will be a triangle that faces into the painting. And this is suddenly not resting well on the paper, thanks to it not being very good quality cotton paper. Okay. And here we just gotta go darker for sure. Let's see if I can grab a green that's gonna go darker. Okay, and here we go, the dark leaning green. And this has to hit the water line. That looks all right. Let's get rid of this little white right there. All right, that looks good. And is there green on this? There kind of is. Get some green happening right there. And get the dark area here. I don't know what the heck's happening. It's okay. Actually, this is, a bunch of trees here. Okay. Let's see about hitting. So that does not look good. Blot that up because this is distant and we got the same tone as right here. So then I'll try and make that lighter. Okay, is lighter. And kind of smear that white. So here we are with a photo reference we don't understand. And wow, there's like a little island there. Let's see if we can get that island. What is that, a boat or an island? I don't know. I'm going to pretend it's an island and say that's going to be our island. And it looks pretty good. I'm going to take away some of that water. All right, not too bad. I'll go back to that dark green for right here. All right, it looks pretty good. And then what's happening here again is I guess time to homogenize this giant white thing we got here. Okay, now it's sort of blended in. I don't mind it there. It certainly does say hi. I'm close up, and we're gonna have to do something with this water back there. And now down here, what we got is white water. Well, we got a here we got what we got is white water and shadow right here. So you know, I don't think there's much we can do with this. We had like the arches paper. We could just remove that paint, but this other paper is not going to really remove the paint. So how about we come down here and see if we can't develop this area. So we got some green and some yellow ochre. Let's just start like with just like come right here. Okay, and that's gonna be our like little green. Now let's get some yellow ochre in there. A mixture of yellow ochre and Aussie red gold. Aussie red gold is a great color similar to that, but we're doing this, so I don't know if that's any way related. So let's see. All right, what do you call it? Extravagant brush stroke up there. That's it looks okay. I don't know if it's great. Put some more right here. That's coming out okay. But how about we say we're warmed up and go work on the photos not going anywhere. And now let's jump into this because this is really the big thing here, which is this flower. It's not really looking too bad at all, right? Hey, 3 thumbs up. Thanks so much for 3 thumbs up. And okay. Next is I really regret just starting this painting because look at all that detail in it. Oh my gosh. And look how little we have done so far. And oh man. All right. Well, I think we're just going to keep going on greens. You know, the idea is to paint as many greens as we can and then somehow depict the flowers, which I'm not even sure how we're going to depict the flowers. So here's a gray green. Let's just start with that because it's right here. And another thing is, you know, we are not really following the reference really that closely. Let's see. Well, I guess this leaf here is right here. I'm going to just try to get to this area right here. This kind of a dark shade. Let's see that's right here. And let's just go right there. Looks great. Unfortunately, it is only a very small part of what we got going on here. Now I'm going to do the same green and lighter and try to hit this area, which is, you know, compared to this leaf, this is negative space, and then it is, there's a border, which is that stem, which I suppose technically this is supposed to be that stem, but I guess we're going to switch it up and say it's this. So anyway, let's, let's blot that, get it lighter. Let's see, so right here, let's just see if we can't get this edge, leaving white up here. And let's come, that is really not what's in that space. I think this is supposed to be this flower right here, but anyway, let's just see if we can't get this. Okay. And we definitely want to get the other side. I can just rinse that paint out. the other side of the stem. Same tone, you know, because we are right behind that stem. Okay, good. And now, so this little area obviously is that stem. Now I'm trying to pull this, we're going to come out here. Okay, so I'm leaving the white border, you know, on top of the leaf. All the leaves have a super, well, most of the leaves have like a white highlight like this at the edge. It's not white, it's lighter green. So that's why I'm leaving that white space there. And that looks good. Let's pull this down a little bit. And that's good. And I guess we are going to attempt to put a white flower right there. So I guess we're going to come all the way down here. Because what we're really trying to do here is fill this whole white area with consequential paint, a meaningful paint. And I don't really like that hard edge we got there, but whatever. Let's just leave it in because it definitely adds some depth. And this, I think, is a little bit dark. I'm just gonna, go like this and sort of lift off some of that paint, make it a little bit more subtle, nuanced. And I suppose that must be this leaf right here. Why don't we try to here, that would probably be this. I'm going to add just a hint of yellow in there, just so it really comes out and says, hi, I'm a forward portion of the leaf. Okay, we have added some yellow. Way to go, man. All right. Let's see if we can't come over here. Okay, don't look like much now, but wait, maybe maybe soon it'll start looking like something. I'm gonna grab this almost fluorescent color we got here. Let's see if we can't come. Might be not a good time to be putting in such an area, but you know, we can't be waiting forever. I'm gonna put a little bit right here. All right, well, it definitely got some, I don't know where this stem is supposed to be going. Let's see if we can't put some right here. Oh boy, well, it's definitely helping. And this is a good stem here. Well, anyway, I think I gotta go to work. 34 minutes. I wish we had something more meaningful to show for our experience today. I guess this is a pretty good advancement on that one. And, you know, this is come along just fine, I guess. What that dot is there. So, 3 ongoing projects, 1, 2, 3, and thanks everybody who stopped by. Real-time watercolor painting today. I gotta start painting something really exciting and meaningful, right? Let's have a quick glance at our last big project, which I decided was totally silly. A chibi sketch, or chibi photograph with clear glass and apple pear, and that's the clear glass. just got those glasses from Amazon, so I would have a really nice glass to be working with. So, all right, everyone, have a great day. Hopefully, I got the energy to do another real-time watercolor painting later tonight. So, thanks very much for all the thumbs up and the great positivity and comments. All right, see you next time.